doing, YouTube? We are riding today. This is Route 713 outside of Marshall, Virginia. Man, this road's rough. Haven't been down this road in a little while, but it's a very nice ride. Don't remember the road being this rough, but this is the first time I've ridden it on the Z900. So the suspension's a little bit different on this bike, but unfortunately we got a truck up in front of us. Hopefully he'll turn off here, but this is a nice little road that you can take if you want to cut from Marshall, Virginia out towards Middleburg, Virginia. It'll take this road if you follow it out. Kind of snakes around a little bit, but you follow it all the way to the end. Gonna make a couple turns, and we'll make a couple turns. It'll take us out to Route 50. But this is a real pretty little drive through here, and you can see a lot of the beautiful rolling hills and countryside, and comes into a little town. I believe the town's called Rectortown, I believe it is. We'll see here in a minute. We're going to come into it, but it's actually has an old prison or jail that they used in the Civil War, and we'll go by that. It's kind of cool. But it's a lot of pretty farm country out here, a lot of horse farms, and just a really pretty road. And usually there's not a lot of traffic on this road, especially during the week, but I did, like I said, manage to catch up to a truck here, so to get some of the mountains and some of the views here for you as we drive along, and hopefully it's picking it up okay. But like I said, there's some beautiful farms, and you know, I love the old barns like this one over here. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, a lot of the old barns are just, I don't know, it's just really cool. I love the look of them. I'd love to find an old barn and turn it into a house. But there's a lot of old barns, a lot of farms that, you know, have been passed down from generations to generations out here. Ooh, rough bridge. Here's where we're coming into the little town. I think they have the name of the town up here. But this building straight ahead, that was used as a jail in the Civil War. And apparently, from what they say down in the bottom of it, Rectortown, in the bottom of it, they said there's still graffiti from those prisoners, which I think is kind of cool. An owl sitting up in that top of that barn. Huh. That was kind of cool. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but right in that building there was an opening And there's a big owl sitting right inside of it. At first I thought it was one of those owl decoys, but then it moved. But yeah, they said that there's apparently graffiti still on the cells from the people that were in prison there. I think there was some, I guess, Confederate soldiers that were being held there. I'm sorry, Union soldiers that were being held there, and were, you know, prisoners of war. And apparently there is some graffiti still on it. I don't think you're allowed in it. I don't know who owns it. I've never heard of them having it opened to go in. A little traffic jam in Rectortown today. But there's a nice plaque out there you can take a look at and read all the history on it. I did that several months ago, and I'm not good with all those little details of what they used it for, but I mean, I like this road for the views. Like I said, some beautiful views back of that old barn, and some of the rolling hills. And it seems like every time I've been on this road, there's never been any traffic, but today apparently everybody's using it for a cut through. Old house there. Not sure what creek that is that we just passed. They don't have a name up on it. This area is really pretty in the fall when you come through here and have all the leaves changing. With all these rolling hills. I don't know if I've said today, but man, I love this bike. There comes another biker. Oh good, he's turning. I forgot to mention the road we turned onto this back there in Rectortown. This is Rectortown Road here that it turns into. Pretty fields, and like I said, there's still rolling hills and things back here. It's just absolutely beautiful. does get a little bit narrower back here, so I always try to be careful coming over these hills that somebody's not out with some farm equipment. Here's just a beautiful view of the rolling hills. Huge house up there on the hill. Beautiful house. Such a pretty area. And it's definitely worth taking the little drive through here if you're ever out this direction. Make sure nothing's going on here. I think she's just changing her baby's diaper. Alright, we came to 712 here. This is called Delaplane Gap Road. And you can take this road to the left there and it'll take you out to a little town called Delaplane. Or you can go right like we're gonna go. And this will take us back towards, I believe it's Upperville actually, that it brings you into, which is out near Middleburg. You can take a right and go into Middleburg. Oh, sorry about the hiccup in my voice. You can see those bumps through the shadows of the trees. Ooh. Still breaking this bike in a little bit. I've got it probably close to 350 miles on it. And loving it so far. It's just a phenomenal bike. Hopefully the wind's not too much coming through the microphone. It is very windy today. Of these old stone walls that were probably built by slaves back many years ago. But I think there's just, you know, you don't see many of those things like that anymore that have withstood time like that. And, oh, man. Like I said, I've ridden this road quite a few times on my BMW and never realized it was as rough as it is. So, I mean, this suspension on this bike is not that it's bad, it's just a lot firmer than what I'm used to, and so it'll give you a little jolter too if you're not ready for it, but it's not an uncomfortable ride at all. But I guess it's kind of like the difference of riding in a Porsche after riding in a Cadillac, you know. It's just, neither one of them suspensions are bad, they're just different. Saw that one coming. Alright, and this is going to bring us down, getting close to Upperville here. There's just another really pretty view of the mountains and coming into Upperville, some of the horses. in the village of Upperville. Pretty church. So get some damage to the steeple. Well guys, this is where I'm going to end the video. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, this is just a little short run from Marshall to Upperville. It's a nice little cut through if you want to ever get out and see this part of the country and see some of the history of this area. But hope you like it. Please like, subscribe. We're coming up to Route 50 here. Take a right to go to Middleburg, take a left to go to Paris. Unfortunately, it's not Paris, France. But thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll have more to come. Thanks. And ride safe.